Welcome everyone. We are really excited to dive a little deeper today into the topic of building dashboards and charts today. Um, Before we jump in, I wanted to introduce myself and my co-host here. My name is Andre. I'm a customer success manager with Wrike. Today with me, I have Maria Novoselova, who is a senior customer/tech training instructor and is a seasoned expert on Wrike as a product. We'll hand it over to Maria real soon here, but before we do that, let's talk about why we're here today. So the objective for this session is to explore the new capabilities of chart views and dashboards and learn how to combine the two of them to gain insight into your projects, tasks, approvals quickly and easily. If you've been using dashboards for a while now and think there is nothing left to learn, well, make sure you stick around because the demo will be based on some of the newer capabilities that haven't existed in our product until very recently. This session will take about 30 minutes and we'll have a Q&A in the end for you to ask questions. However, questions can also come through during the session as well, so make sure you use the Q&A button in Zoom for that. And before we jump into the actual demonstration, I wanted to highlight a case study with this amazing customer here. And many clients just sing the praises of our solution as it helps them keep up with work in this fast-paced world. And one of such customers is Texas Rangers. So Texas Rangers, a Major League Baseball club, found a winning solution in Wrike to manage their complex marketing projects. They moved from an ad hoc process to Wrike's unified platform, which provided a standardized workflow and real-time visibility through dashboards. Wrike was really instrumental in handling projects, prioritizing tasks, managing resources, and really helped improve transparency and collaboration within the team. So if you want to learn more, a little bit more about how Wrike helped teams like Texas Rangers specifically, we've got a deep dive on our case studies page. I'm going to copy a link for everyone real soon here. Just feel free to check out our website, and we have a lot of amazing case studies there. And right now it's demo time, so I'll be handing this over to Maria in a second. So Maria, I'm going to stop sharing right now, so feel free to share your screen.
Thank you, Andre. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm excited to be here. And to introduce myself, I'm Senior Tech Trainer from the Wrike Discover team and also a power user of Wrike. And I'm happy to walk you through building insightful dashboard today. I have this demo account I'm going to use. And for the sake of this demo, I'm going to be using the marketing space, as you can see on the left-hand side. It's containing marketing-related data. However, the process of dashboard creation is applicable to any use case. And feel free to follow along. We'll be building some widgets today. So you can use one of the existing dashboards that you have, or you can build a new one for yourself. To do that, you just open any space. It can be even your personal space if it's a dashboard just for yourself. And under every space, we have this tools section where you can click the plus and add a dashboard. I have two options here, classic and new, as you can see. Now, if you don't have this new option, it means that the new dashboard functionality hasn't been enabled for your account. So you might wonder how to do that. And in that case, please ask the owner or an account admin to go to the Wrike Labs website. This is where they can enable the new dashboards for the entire account. Okay. If you have any questions at this point, please use the Q&A.
Yeah, we do have a question actually. The question is about the dashboards that currently exist. So is there a way of upgrading them to the newer version?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. This is something I'm going to demonstrate because I have the classic dashboard here for my marketing team. It's the team overview where I can focus on, different marketing campaigns, what's important for the marketing team, how our campaigns are going. I have the list of projects and tasks here, but I actually wanted to have more. So let me refresh my page. And as you can see, this is a classic dashboard, and I have this green button on top, upgrade to new dashboards. Once I do that, I'll be able to transform my classic dashboards with the new functionality. Right now, I want to have more information. I would like to see the budget of my projects. I would like to see the ratio of different campaigns at risk, and also how many overdue tasks each team member has. So things like that, I'll be able to do with the new functionality. And let me do that. I'm going to click upgrade to new dashboards here. And also let me collapse the sidebar so you have more space. Okay. I have switched to the new dashboards, but it's possible to revert back. If I click the three ellipses here, there's a button to return to classic dashboards if you'd like. Okay. The widgets here are also, they can be moved around just as before. The columns can be extended and collapsed like this. And there are also options for layout, the vertical and horizontal. I prefer horizontal so I can scroll, horizontally like this. Okay. The first thing, Andre, sorry, did you have a question?
No, not really. No, keep going.
Yeah. The first thing I wanted to build is the overdue tasks for my team. And feel free to follow along. I'll just create a new widget. And just as before in the classical dashboards, we do have the templates here you can choose from. But right now I'll create a widget from scratch. And the first thing I decide is what to report on. For me, it's going to be tasks. For you, it's up to you to choose any items that you have in your account. And the metric I'm going to choose for my task is the overdue. Okay.
This is actually very useful because during the poll, one of the questions that came out is like, how can we report on overdue items? So I think this is really useful right now, what you're showing.
Awesome. 100%. One of the popular ones. You see in 2 clicks, I've got this widget, and by default, it's broken down by assignee because it's like a very frequent use case. But I can break it down by different things, for example, by project to see in which projects I have my overdue tasks. And here we go, 2 projects contain them. I can further group my items by, let's say, status, like this, or assignee. But in this case, I would probably want to change the layout to improve visibility. And you can see the variety of charts here at the bottom. I'm going to use this chart called tree map, and it's going to combine my items, first of all, by project. I see the project's titles at the top, and then I see the people and how many tasks they have overdue. Now I'm gonna pause for questions here.
Yeah, we actually do have a question. So is it possible from any widget really to drill in and see, in this case, well, if we have a person with some tasks overdue, which tasks exactly are overdue?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna hit create here. And I also wanted to expand them to have more space for the words. From here, I can click any shape and it will be showing me the exact tasks that are overdue, and I can open them here at the side and take some action that is needed.
Mhm. This is
Thank you for the
perfect.
question.
And there was a follow-up question to this, is how do we get the number of actual tasks that are overdue?
Mm-hmm. Sure. So whenever you hover over this little item here, you will see the number of tasks in parentheses.
Yep, and I have a quick note for myself. So actually, there is a different type of widget you could also use. Like if you don't really want to see maybe a list of tasks, but you want to see a certain metric at a glance, there is also an indicator type of widget that you can use. And maybe, Marie, you could just very quickly highlight this type of widget here. It just helps to get the overall number of something. It's just to the right of the table. The
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
that this guy right here. Yeah, so like if you just look up any metric here, you could just put this number directly onto your dashboard, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is an excellent case, and we can also break it down like by status. Perfect.
Yep, no
Okay.
questions at this time. So yeah, please get going.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Um, one thing I mentioned today is that I want to see the budget for my campaigns. And here I have the all completed widget. It shows the completed projects, completed campaigns for me. So I would like to check which of them were over budget. And to do that, I'm going to add a custom field, which wasn't possible before. To do that, I'll need to change the display mode. You see, I click the three ellipses on the widget, and then I change the display mode to show as table. This is to be able to add the custom fields for my table. And now it looks as a table. I can further edit it. Again, I click the three ellipses, then go to edit. And above the table, I have the fields. I'm going to use a custom field that I have created earlier. It is called budget used. It's showing me the relationship between actual cost and budget. But for you, of course, you can add any custom field that you want to focus on.
Excuse me, very quick question here, Maria. So now that we added the budget metric onto this table widget, can we rename this to reflect, what this widget is actually showing?
Absolutely, you can name widgets as you'd like. Completed and budget. Okay, I'm gonna add it to the dashboard. And also, you can open widgets in full screen for better visibility. Right now, I see two campaigns were over budget. So I wanted to highlight that it's really easy to click on the item, for example, this campaign. I quickly see its details, and then since it contains more items under, I can click this. I call it a teleport icon, go to full details, and it's going to open this project in a separate tab. It has this table view. I can see that the sub items were over budget, and then I can analyze like what was going on. For example, we spent like 20 hours instead of 8 hours on the graphics, and I can further figure out what happened, and I can take some action there. Okay. Um, should we go to the next widget?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay.
I wonder what else you have prepared.
Yeah. We have new metrics, which is really exciting, and especially for the creative and marketing teams who work with assets. One of the key moments is approvals, right? So I do have a widget here for my active assets. It's just a list of tasks, but I also wonder how my approval process is going on. So I'm creating this new widget. It's going to be based on tasks. And then I choose metrics from the approval section. It's going to be the average approval duration. I want to understand if the approval causes any delays in my project. So I'm going to use this one. And by default, it's broken down by approver, as you can see, and how many hours it takes each approver to complete the approval.
This is actually really cool. One of the questions that comes up from my clients, at least, is can we show this data not by approver, but by the assignee to see, which assignee's work takes a really long time to review?
Yeah, for sure. As before, we use the break by functionality. There is approver decision, and under the other, you can choose assignee.
This is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and the title was changed accordingly. By the way, again, you can play with the charts here. For example, switch it to the bar chart. It's gonna look prettier, I think. Okay, so let me create this one. Next on my list is to work with the high, low, medium risk campaigns. I've got currently 3 widgets here. They take kind of a lot of space. And also I would like a more high level overview of those risky campaigns. I want to combine them into one widget. And here's how to do that. I'll create a new widget. Basically, I'm going to construct a status-based widget that displays the percentage breakdown for every status category. This time, I'm going to choose the project base because I report on the campaign level. It's the project level. And the metrics I want to choose here is the active campaigns. I don't want to include the completed ones. Okay, by default, they got broken by assignee, but I'll change that to status. And I want to switch to the donut chart. As you can see here, I've got more statuses than needed. I just wanted to focus on green, amber, and red. So I wanted to pick your brain here a little bit. Do you have an idea how I get rid of the rest of the statuses that I don't need? If you know how to do that, please post in the Q&A.
We don't have anything yet, but yeah, I do encourage you guys to just think of this a little bit and give us an answer. It's actually really
Yeah.
simple. Oh yeah, filters. Yeah, everyone's suggesting filters to get rid of some of the statuses, but which filter exactly?
Great job, you guys. It's of course it's filters, and I wanted to highlight they didn't go away. It's just this separate tab for filters you can see on the right-hand side. I'm gonna switch there, and I would like to choose the specific statuses from my marketing campaign. This is the workflow I'm using, and here they are, the green, amber, and red. And I see the ratio now, how many campaigns are in each status. Okay. So going to rename this Now that I have this widget, I see the high level ratio, but of course I can drill down like I showed before. Let's say I want to analyze the red campaigns. I just click here on the red and I see the campaigns with high risks. I'm gonna choose this Happy Voice campaign to analyze. And again, I use the teleport button to go to full details. Here's the project. What I would like to do, since this campaign is at risk, I would like to analyze the team capacity, how my team members are loaded at this moment. So I'm gonna switch to, from the table view, I'm gonna switch to the chart view. You just do it by clicking all, add view, and then chart. You can name it differently. By default, it's showing me all tasks broken down by status and by workflow. I can create additional charts here. And once again, I wanted to focus on effort. So here we go, new chart. It's going to be task-based. And then I'm going to scroll to this effort part and select effort. Okay, it's showing me right off the bat every assignee in this project and how many hours are allocated. I can easily see that 2 people are probably overloaded, right? I also wanted to filter here by active tasks because some of the tasks may be already completed and they also contain effort. So I'm just choosing, this filter, active, and going back. Okay. So I can see the hours here. And similarly, how we did in the dashboards, I can click and see marketing Ronald is overloaded. I click and see what tasks this person has. To help me analyze the effort, I can even enable this field. I'm going to go and add effort to this table. And yeah, I see this is quite a lot to deal with. So maybe I need some help there. Okay, what questions do you have here?
Not a question really, but just a takeaway. I think it's if you want to have nice visuals that are going to display some metrics for a given project, you don't have to create a full-blown dashboard for this. You could just switch to a chart view and then build out something real quick that you can always use for that particular project. And then if you have a number of projects in a certain area of your workspace, you could jump to that level and build some some of these charts on that level as well, which is above your standard project. But yeah, this is great functionality, and thank you for this presentation, Maria. And I think just before we finish the demo, can you show us maybe real quick here what are the options for the layout in the dashboards? Is there any flexibility in how you can change the size of widgets, maybe rearrange them a little bit, and also change the way that you can maybe navigate the dashboards, because the previous version was scrollable from left to right, but maybe with the new one there is a different way of navigating this?
Yeah, absolutely. Before I switch back to dashboards, once again, I want to highlight that chart view is used for the project. specific project. In my example, I wanted to focus on this at-risk campaign. That's why I switched here, because I don't need to monitor it all the time. To your question, Andrei, yes, we do have two options in the layout. It's vertical and horizontal. Right now I'm using horizontal, so I'm scrolling horizontally, but let me change that to the vertical. And here I have this view. I can just pretty much as before, I can rearrange and resize the widgets. There is a button for swapping. Yeah. And adding a widget right off the bat here. Okay.
This is really cool.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to show, because we do have some time, is the widget for the line graph. I would like to show the process of task completion on the timeline. So here my widget is task-based, and I'll just go ahead and choose the completed tasks. And then they are broken down by completed date, but it's nicer when it's visible in this line graph. So we can see how many tasks have been completed by date. Okay, I think that's it for the demo. I just wanted to summarize that we have explored how to effectively utilize your data with the new generation boards. And I hope you will be able to leverage the new charts and the new metrics to make informed decisions.
Beautiful presentation, Maria. Thank you so much. It's been great content. And we just have a minute for Q&A. If there are any remaining questions, please let us know before we let you go. So just, I guess, the final chance for today to ask any of the questions you had. But I do appreciate all of your input. We did receive a lot of really interesting questions and some input that was not necessarily a question, but more of like a product feedback. And we absolutely appreciate that. It really helps us build a better product for all of you guys. The final question we received is how to let's just recap once again how to switch from the older version of the dashboards to the newer one for the boards that already exist. Can you go over that real quick? I'm
Of
going to stop
course.
sharing.
Yeah. So first, you need to enable this feature for the entire account, and you can do it from Wrike Labs if you're the owner or if you're an admin. After that, each user will be able to do that. Let me show once again the button. Okay, so you went to Wrike Labs, you enabled the new dashboard functionality, then you open your existing dashboard. Let me go to another space, for example. And you will have this button to upgrade. Thank you for the questions.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And yeah, just a final note from me. Once again, let me reshare my screen. Just wanted to let you know about some of the resources that are available to you. And I think in the chat, we also had a couple of questions on how can we get assistance with building out some of the, some of the dashboards and maybe take advantage of additional tools that are available in the system and just maximizing your Wrike investment in general. So typically, your account team in Wrike consists of your account manager, who's your dedicated contact for any commercial topics. They'll offer valuable insight, support, and guidance on the add-ons, licenses, expanding into new teams, and also upcoming events. You have your customer success managers who are your strategic advisors that will focus on maximizing the business value of your Wrike implementation. So definitely make sure to connect with them on your any use case related questions on, for example, how do I build my project manager level dashboard, or how do I build an executive level dashboard to help my leadership team really understand what's going on with our project. Then we also have excuse me, also have our tech support that you can always reach out to them with any technical difficulties. For example, if something doesn't work really as expected. You feel free to access our help center. It is a great resource to learn more about specific functionalities, while we also do have a community that is fantastic for learning what's new with the product, exchanging best practices with fellow Wrike users, and of course, leaving feedback and suggesting new product ideas. Wrike Discover is something I cannot recommend enough. As has been pointed out by many customers, it is hands down the best place to learn how to do things in Wrike, with a wealth of interactive training courses on various topics. And last but definitely not the least, if you felt like you learned a lot today from Maria, consider partnering up with a dedicated professional services consultant for a number of sessions. They will learn about your business process, your needs and KPIs, and will lead you to your ideal future state of Wrike. Working with a PS consultant offers by far the quickest time to value while providing a very personalized and hands-on approach. So make sure you reach out to your account manager or your CSM to learn about the PS packages that we offer. And yeah, that's been it. So thank you everyone for participation and your questions. Make sure you catch us at the future sessions. We have a number of them lined up until the end of the year. And bye for now. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.